Hi guys, I hope you're all well. It's currently Sunday the 1st of August 2021 and welcome to week 290 of my weight loss journey. In last week's video we all saw I managed to lose 7 out of the 10 pounds I gained the previous week, which is 3.2 kilograms, which meant my body mass index went from 48.4 down to 47.5. I'm going to start the proceedings off by reviewing my calorie consumption for the past week, which we can see in the graph above. The average of this was 2,528 compared to the previous week at 2,443. I have just crept above my target of 2,500 calories by 28 as an average. Not a huge amount, but it's above target. There was one day during the working week on Wednesday where I went slightly above target as well, by 8 calories. Not a huge amount, but it all adds together to just nudging me over. Yesterday on Saturday was the first time in a while that I went out for a meal, but we couldn't go to the venue that we had booked because all of the staff had been pinged on the track and trace app for COVID, so the restaurant had no choice due to staff shortages to close the facility down. How about my fluid consumption for the past week? Well, this has decreased from the previous week to 3,806 millilitres, but it's above my 3,500 millilitre target. So ultimately, that stat's okay. Now, what about my activity levels for the past week in the form of my step count? This can be seen in the graph above. The average of this was 12,308 compared to the previous week at 13,147. A slight reduction in step count. It is above my target of 10,000 steps as an average for the week. During the week, generally the weather has got a lot cooler, which is I'm grateful for. Monday to Thursday, particularly the area where I live, we were relatively lucky in terms of it not absolutely tipping it down with rain. Unfortunately, the guys down in the south of England, they got a huge amount of flooding, localised flooding even in London. Friday though, we did not escape from the torrential thundery rainstorms and there was huge amounts of localised flooding. Just me trying to get back from work. My car was thereabouts having to learn to swim, but not quite. It wasn't quite deep enough for that to take place, but nevertheless there was a lot of standing water all over the roads. So hence why on Friday there was no walking as normal after work because I did not want to get drenched. But at least I still managed overall to hit my target. As we all know, every 5 weeks I retake my body measurements to see if I've made any progress in that area as well. So without further ado, here are my latest results. Out of the 14 body measurements which I monitor, unfortunately I've not seen any reductions across any of those. Therefore, in the 290 weeks that I've been doing this weight loss journey, my total combined body measurements reduction stands at 125.7 inches, which is 319.3 centimetres. It's that time of the week where we all get to see if I've managed to lose any more of that 10 pound weight gain I saw 2 weeks ago. So here it is guys, here's my weighing. I weigh 161.3 kilograms, which is 355.5 pounds, or 25 stone 5.5 pounds. This means in the past week, I've seen a loss of 2.5 pounds, which is 1.1 kilogram. Now, if I compare this result to the result I obtained at Slimming World, you can see this right here. At Slimming World this week, I also saw a loss of 2.5 pounds, or 1.1 kilogram. As we all know, 2 or 3 weeks ago I saw that 10 pound gain, and based on this week's weight loss, it means I've managed to shift 9.5 pounds of that weight gain. And it also meant this week I managed to achieve Slimmer of the Week at Slimming World. Based on this week's weight loss, it sees my body mass index go from 47.5 down to 47.1. And if we look at my third weight loss target, last week it was 61.7% complete, and after the loss it goes up to 65.3% complete. So in the 290 weeks that I've been doing this weight loss journey, I've lost a total of 185.7 pounds, which is 84.2 kilograms, or 13 stone 3.7 pounds. Next week, food-wise, there is going to be a slight change of proceedings. For the last number of weeks now, I've been taking out of the freezer my homemade bolognese and having that with cabbage and broccoli. Well, I fancy a bit of a change this coming week, so I'm going back to either a tuna or chicken salad. Still with all the extra fruits and what have you, but yeah, I just fancy something slightly different. Hopefully, maybe this little change will actually help and I'll see another decent weight loss. My calorie consumption overall, yeah, needs to come back down within 2,500 calories. Fluid consumption is bang on point. It's where it needs to be. And of course, my activity levels, technically it's above target, but it'd be nice just to fit those extra few steps in if I can, and again, weather dependent. So I'm hoping to see a loss result. Obviously, I'm half a pound away from losing the recent 10-pound gain, and for me to get back down to my lowest recorded body weight so far on my journey, I still need to lose another 6 pounds or so to get back to that point. Then I'll be should be breaking into new ground once again. I mean, hopefully I shouldn't have to wait too much longer before I hit that third weight loss target. So there's still some work for me to do. Let's see what the coming week brings, but hopefully it will be a good result and a loss result. But other than that, guys, that's it. That's the end of this week's video. As always, if you'd like to continue following me along my weight loss journey and hopefully get to see much less of me in the future, by all means, subscribe to my channel so you don't get to miss out on any future videos that I post. I wish you all a fantastic week. Stay safe, look after one another, and I'll see you all again next Sunday.